Don't make us shoot you. Stand down.
Look, just get in the police car so I can drive you back to the station and I can head home so I can go watch this awesome YouTuber named Giovanni. I don't have time standing around here all day.
Oh, I don't think so, copper. Not until I get my money!
I'm gonna be here all night.
What's up, guys? Giovanni here, and today I'm gonna be talking about what I want in Legends of Tomorrow Season 5. Now, Season 4 didn't break the Season 4 curse, but one bad season, it's not gonna turn me off from the show. I should even say one bad season. I did like the first half, and in the second half, the stuff I really liked the most was the Constantine stuff. Everything else, it was probably moments, but everything else was bad. It didn't suck, but it was bad. Let's get into number 0.
Alright then. On with the show.
Now, I said this last year for what I want in Season 4. Setting up Season 5, which is the Multiverse. Number 0 is the Multiverse. Now, Legends of Tomorrow is going to be in the crossover, which kind of sucks. It's because Legends of Tomorrow is a good show by itself. It doesn't need a big main crossover to hype itself up, to show you it's good. The other shows, Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, they suck. They need crossovers to make this say, oh, we're good shows too. Huh, no, you're not. You suck. Maybe this could happen after Crisis on Infinite Earths, but who knows. Number 1 is to get rid of Mona and Charlie, but that's not happening. So how about this? We gotta make Mona and Charlie more interesting this time around, because Mona, she was fine in the first half, she was like a female Gary, but in that second half, I was like, what is going on? It's like, she's the main. This is Legends of Mona, or Legends of Monaro. Huh. And so, in the first half was about her relationship with this guy.
His name was Konami.
Yes, my bad, Kiane. But then that second half, I'm like, come on, get rid of this B. I'm like, it's not even the actor. Well, it's a little bit of hers. But no, Mona was annoying in the second half. And so we gotta find something, we gotta do something to make it more interesting. I always thought, been like a Z Nation stuff. That's what I feel like. The Legends of Tomorrow writers saw Z Nation and like, oh, we gotta make Mona like that. Or something like that. Well, a more annoying version anyway. And Charlie, I like Maisie Sellers, but she needs to go. But like I said, how do you make her more interesting with keeping her on the show? Like maybe if you could bring back the original Charlie actor. But yeah, that's all I could think of. Number 2 is I want the Sarah from Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow seasons 1 through 3. I did not like Sarah in season 4. To me, that's Katie Lotz. Like, I like Katie Lotz, but I want Sarah. Like, where's the flirty Sarah? Where's the badass Sarah? And I hate the word badass. For every single little thing, you walk through the door, oh, that was badass. You walk off the toilet, that's badass. I hate the word badass, but Sarah deserves the title badass. So yeah, I want that Sarah back. I want Captain Sarah Lance back. Like, especially the Sarah from Arrow season 7. Let's get that Sarah back. Number 3 is I want Ray to become the leader. Now, it was teased throughout season 4 that Ray might become the leader. I think I see Ray becoming the leader, but I do not want that to happen if he's gonna be acting dumb like he did in season 4. Like, he didn't even use a suit. It's like, oh, Neuron, but I'm gonna keep using science even though I know it's magic. Like, Ray, I thought you were smart. Like, you one of the smartest people in the Arrowverse. In the Arrow Multiverse, should I say. So, can we get Ray to become the leader? I can see it. Number 4 is kill Nate. I hate Nate. I've always hated Nate since season 2, episode 1. Now, of course, I said last year he has his moments, like when he got high, eating the chip. I even like Guardians of the Galaxy Nate from season 4. I like that Nate as well. But regular Nate, I've yet to like him. So, kill him or make him more interesting. I don't want to keep saying kill every character I don't like. There's a way to make them interesting. But seeing how Nate is, not probably gonna die. He's probably gonna be there until the end of the show. Number 5, I want a better version of Zari. As y'all all know, I didn't like Zari in season 3, but season 4 changed that around. I want it. Let me see. Okay, it was season 4, episode 3 is when I started to like Zari. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Y'all finally listen to me. You see, there's a character I hate, but now I'm starting to like. And then when I finally start to like her, they end up pairing her with Nate. It should have been Zari, and Charlie. I mean, they even set that up in the first half with Zari calling Charlie hot.
You know, I could have been anyone when I got my powers back. Do you know why I kept coming back to this form?
Because Amaya is very hot.
So you think I'm hot then?
I mean, technically she was talking about Amaya, but still, they set that up. And then Zari and Nate, that just happened out of effing nowhere. Hashtag Jarly. Her being with Nate is what made me start to like Zari. I stopped liking Zari because of Nate. So once he ended up dying, quote unquote, I didn't care because of effing Nate. So whatever version of Zari that's coming back, I hope what they said, this new version of Zari is kind of going to be like the one from season 3. Well, I'm not going to like Zari again. And let's talk about Zari having the... Look, Zari is hot. But another Zari episode I don't like. What episode was that? Episode 11? Legends of Pornaro? That singing musical episode? Y'all know I hate musical episodes. Like, I like musical moments, but musical episodes, I hate it. So no more singing episodes. No more musicals. Alright, number 6 is that I want Sarah to give more classic goodbyes. You know, with the team. Come on, team. Let's go to... you know what? I'm just gonna let the clips play it out.
All right, legends, put on your Sunday best because we are going to church. Well, I hope you're feeling morally superior because we are getting our Puritan. That was too much, right?
All right, that's it. No snazzy send-off. Mama's got a headache.
Even when you don't try, you still got it.
So yeah, that's what I want from Sarah. So, and this is still part of number 6, but this is not a Legends of Tomorrow thing, but this is a CW thing, and that is no more pep talks. I'm tired of the pep talks. Now, Legends of Tomorrow, of all the Arrow Multiverse shows, they do it the least, but I still don't want pep talks in this FN season, or at least it only happens like 2 out of the 17 episodes. No more pep talks. No more in the hallway scenes. No more, you could do this, Sarah. You could do it, John Constantine. You could do it, right? No more. No more. I effing hate pep talks. Number 7, more Gideon. I said this last year in season 4. I wanted more Gideon. And guess what? They give less Gideon. What? I want to see beautiful Gideon on screen. I want Gideon to become like Red Tornado. She gets a human body. You know, Constantine does his magic stuff. Also, I would like to get some Gideon backstory. Like, this Gideon and Rip Hunter's ship is from the original The Flash 20 timeline. Number 8 is I would like to see an episode in space or on another planet. You know, remember there was an episode back in season 1, the Time Pirates. Yeah, bring back some of the season 1 stuff. Number 9 is I want to see Sin in Legends of Tomorrow. Y'all know who Sin is from Arrow. She's in Scream, the TV show. Like, during season 1, Sin off screen is like, where's Sarah? Where's Sarah? Then during season 2, Sarah off screen comes to Sin and tells her where she's been. You know, I've been time traveling, Sin. I've been time traveling. And at the Martin Stein dies, Sarah goes to Sin and gives that communicator to Sin and saying, this is how you contact me, but only if it's important. Only contact me if it's important. And then during season 3, you know, after Rip disbands the Legends and Sarah ends up needing a job. And the way Sarah got that job at the beginning of season 3 is because of Sin. That job Sarah had, that's where Sin works now. And I just want to be clear, Sin is going to be a regular. She's going to be a reoccurring character throughout Legends of Tomorrow season 5 and 6. And Sarah could tell Sin about her father, the island. You know, Sin's probably going to be like, why don't you travel back in time to save my father? And Sarah's going to be like, no, I told you about this last year during season 3. Why I don't time traveling and saving people from the past. I don't want to change the past because we're going to be an alternate timeline. And then I'm going to be the Legends of Flashpoint. Hey, that should be an episode. The Legends of Flashpoint. Of Legends Point. So yeah, more Sin. Number 10. Ava's going to be a recurring character. I want them to dial back on the Time Bureau. Now, I said last year during season 4 is I would like to see more of the Time Bureau. But after season 4, I felt like there was too much of it. So let's dial it back. Let's do it like season 1 from the Time Masters, where they were in the season, but like they only appeared a couple times. Like the Time Bureau will appear more than the Time Masters, but dial it back. And the Time Bureau could team up with Constantine's team. You know, Zed, Liv, Chas, I'll come back to that later. And yes, that means less of Gary. I like Gary. That's my man's. I still want to know more about his backstory, but there was kind of too much Gary. Too much Gary, well, he loses mystique of funniness. Number 11. I want more stakes and consequences for the actions. Now, to me, I don't feel like there really was much consequences of their actions in season 4. It's like, oh, we could do anything and nothing really happens to us. They do something stupid, something bad happens to them. Number 12. There's more superhero stuff and unique fight scenes. Now, everybody was pissing all over Legends of Tomorrow for not having superhero stuff. I'm like, I was fine with that, as long as you give me a good story. Legends of Tomorrow season 4 didn't give me that. And so because of that, well, there was a few, but it was more of a Constantine season. It was about the supernatural other than superhero. Like, everybody's like, how does Nate lose to supernatural being? I'm like, supernatural beats Steel in unique fight scenes. I would like to see, like Sarah do a whole one-shot scene. Not Daredevil style, because they'll never put that off. They're on a short schedule. And find clever ways on why the characters are not using their powers or their guns. Find a way on why the Atom, Ray Palmer, is not using his suit. Finding clever ways as to why Mona isn't hulking up. Number 13 is I want more meta jokes. And what I mean by that is more breaking the fourth wall. Kind of like what Ray said at the beginning of season 4.
I'm confused. We are all happy that there was only one dragon, right? We don't want to be fighting werewolves in the Alamo.
Well, it would be good for our ratings.
What ratings?
Oh, you don't know? The Time Bureau rates all their employees.
More breaking the fourth wall jokes.
Who writes this crap anyway?
Number 14. I've been saving him for second to last. I don't know why I didn't put him last, but you'll find out in a few minutes. Legends of Tomorrow. Since Constantine's gonna be in another season, he's gonna have to have another influence in the intro. But this time around, can y'all put his music in it? Like, tease it a little bit? Have a remix of it? Astra. Astra is gonna be the big bad apparently. And so they're gonna have to explain as to why Astra doesn't go after the Newcastle people. Why he doesn't go after Chaz. He doesn't go after that female. Why doesn't she go after Judith, Richie, Gary, or even Jasper? But then again, Gary and Jasper are dead, and I'm pretty sure after Constantine season 1, Gary is still in hell. Or he went to hell. Like, I know Constantine was the number one person for her going to hell, but they're gonna have to explain away as to why Astra doesn't go after Chaz and everybody. And going back to what I said earlier, Time Bureau is gonna team up with Chaz, Liv, to help with the supernatural team. And can somebody explain to me why Constantine said,
"The darkness, it's rising."
but what was the point of Constantine saying that if you weren't gonna bring back the Bruja storyline? That made me kind of pissed off. So I want Manny to show up. I want all the Constantine characters to show up or mention them. I definitely need a Constantine character's references this season. It needs to happen. And like I said last year, if the Legends writers can't write Constantine well, just write him out for that episode and just say Constantine is visiting Zed, Liv, and Chaz. Like doing some exorcism stuff. One more thing before I move into number 15 is, since Constantine is staying around, will he be more of a team player this time around? Like, will he be changing costumes, use the ear communicator? Will he finally get a phone? I want Dark Constantine, and I still want him to have an alternative motive. Plus, will his sister show up this season? I mean, they mentioned her in season 3. Also, I just learned that Sarah is gonna get magic powers this season, and that's cool. That's cool. So after this season, if Constantine gets a season 2, I want Sarah to appear on that show with her magic powers, because CW is gonna need a supernatural show, seeing how Supernatural is ending this year. I mean, I'd much rather have if Constantine appeared on the decent streaming service, is because I want him to have a good budget. And in the Crisis on Infinite Earths, doesn't Constantine remember the Crisis? I don't know, I don't read the comics. Constantine does walk this path alone. Number 15 is setting up the final season of Legends of Tomorrow. Why? Everybody keeps thinking that Legends of Tomorrow season 5 should be the final season. I'm like, no, season 6 needs to be the final season. It's because that's when Legends of Tomorrow hits 100 episodes. I don't know there's nothing else for me to say. Actually, in that final episode, in the final season, we actually see Malcolm bring back Vandal Savage, because I've always been wondering, how did Vandal Savage come back to life? Like, they set it up in Legends of yesterday, Yeah, they set it up in Legends of Yesterday, and they didn't ever explain it in the show. So yeah, and in the final season, they finally become important to the timeline. Sarah, Mick, Wally, Constantine, Zari, everybody becomes important to the timeline. Well, I'm pretty sure Constantine is important to the timeline in terms of supernatural. I'm pretty sure I don't think Wally's important to the timeline. Like Mick become important to the timeline. Like maybe Mick goes back to being evil. Not evil, but anti-hero. And Mick, I needed a more funny Mick. I didn't really like Mick's jokes. Like, I've always said that Mick was an anti-hero but closer to the good side, but they really made him a 100% good guy. I didn't like that. So I need a setup to the final season. If Legends of Tomorrow season 6 is not the final season, I'm done watching the show after season 6. Don't run this show into the ground like The Flash, The Arrow, Supergirl, even though that Supergirl was not good after season 1. If Arrow season 8 was not the final season, I would not be watching it. Supernatural and Legends of Tomorrow is the only reason why I'm still watching CW. But after those two shows end, I'm done watching the CW. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope Legends of Tomorrow season 5 rises back up and becomes a great show again. So, I don't know, you can't get your fingers up, but just say it with me. Legends of Tomorrow. It's still the second best show on the CW. Bye.